Hello, my lovelies. How are you? I'm doing pretty freaking awesome. It's been a lazy weekend. Yeah, I've been a total couch potato, and there's nothing wrong with that. I did do laundry. Actually, I stopped the dryer, so you didn't have to hear it. But I have, done at least a little bit. Ran the dishwasher, wiped down the cabinets, that kind of thing. Anyway, this is a channel about cross stitch. You don't care about that other crap, will it? Hi guys, my name is Kim. I am known as the Snitch Stitcher here on YouTube and on Instagram, and this is my channel about cross stitch. For the most part, that's pretty much all we talk about. Maybe a little crochet, a little craziness, other stuff, but for the most part, just cross stitch. So if you are new, welcome to the crazy. If you see what something you like and you want to see what else is happening with me later on, hit the like and subscribe button down below. Everybody, it gives you a little happy juice. I mean, what else can you call it? So, and if you are returning, thank you so much for spending time with me and choosing to come back. You know the crazy. It's all good. It's all good. So, like I said, I have been a couch potato most of the weekend. I've just been chilling, and I really just kind of needed that. I did take care of a couple of things, a little bit of laundry, dishwasher, that kind of stuff. Other than that, it's just been kind of chill. I have gotten a little bit of stitching done. Honestly, I have not done any stitching today whatsoever. I've been listening to an audiobook. I played a couple of games on my phone, and I've crocheted a smidge. But I've just been kind of just relaxing. I don't know. I am going to do some more stitching this evening. Hopefully, if I can get the editing of this to go pretty well and pretty quick. And hopefully I'll get through this video pretty quick and there won't be a need for a lot of editing. Fingers crossed. And then we can all get about our day. So let's go ahead and start with some starts. Some projects. So this is a lovely Tanya bag. You guys hear me talk about Tanya all the time and her wonderful bags. She does have a bag sale. It's continuing, I think, through this evening. It's amazing. It's on her Facebook page, Needle and Bone. And you just join the group. She has a Google Smart Sheet for all the billing information, that kind of stuff. And it's wonderful. But her bags are fabulous. So cute. This is a project that I started not too long ago. This is the Wings of Spring Sal, and this is by Velvet Pony Design. She's also known as Pony Stitches on Instagram. I have not made a whole lot more progress since the second release dropped. So these two flowers and this big butterfly was the first one. And then we have this awesome bug here. And then we're going to have a dragonfly. And apparently there's a thing because I've got some more dragonflies that are coming up pretty soon. But this is an awesome pattern. I really love the colors on this. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to get into some more of the reds with this one. So we'll see what happens. And I'm going to try to work on that probably some this week at work. Because when I'm in the office Monday through Wednesday, I usually stitch at lunch, and so it's a good pattern to work on. I just need to get all my stuff together. Y'all, I can't even get my zippers to work. Okay, that's my fingers. They're not cooperating. So this is a non-Tanya bag, but it is an Alice in Wonderland. You will notice a theme. Flamingos, Alice in Wonderland. It is my jam, if you are new here. This is another project that I am working on. This is part of Tammy's birthday Sal, and this is Matter in Hand. So I'm not completely done with the border. You can see the straight line of the border. I wanted to get the decorative edge of it first to make sure I got my spacing correct, and then I did go ahead and start on this the other day. I was catching up on doing season 3 of Wheel of Time. I need to just read the books again, but I was watching like the last couple of episodes and finished that out, so it's looking pretty good. I am excited to get to the motifs and get to work on something different, a little different. I am going to try to, since it's just down to the straight line of the border, I'll probably, if I take that to work, I can work on the straight line at work at lunch, because it doesn't require a lot of thought and effort, and just fill in on that hoop. Let's see. I have also been working on another Tanya bag. There's a theme. Yes, I have Tanya bags out the wazoo. This is my pattern Sacred. I have actually been working a bit on this. I've really been kind of enjoying it. It's been fun because I've been taking it to work with me to work at lunch on it. And there's several of my coworkers that are just in love with it. This is Sacred by Teresa Kogut. And those colors are, I'm not normally an autumnal color person, but I'm really, really enjoying this. This piece I did get done at Stab and Gab, my local Stitchy group, not this weekend, the weekend prior, on Saturday, and I've been working on some of this. I did have to take out the of because I had it down too low, and I've been kind of working across here, and then started working on the border because it's easy to do, like the border, like I said, at work. But I am still really enjoying stitching on it. I worked on it Easter weekend with that. Well, I didn't work on it Good Friday, I don't believe. Or maybe I did. I don't remember. I've got all my stuff here, but y'all don't care. Y'all don't care when I worked on it. I just did. It was a kind of a focus piece for like Holy Week of sorts. So even though I'm not Catholic, I was raised Catholic. I am no longer practicing Catholic, which my mother just does not agree with me on that. And we will have to agree to disagree. I gave up being Catholic for Lent like 25 plus years ago, so it's all good. This is a Golden Familiars bag. This is one of the ones that we joked that I cheated on Tanya with, but she said it was okay because it was one of Renee's bags. And it is super cute. I mean, those super hot pink squirrels, and then the stripes, and then the stripes are also on the inside. Very fun. Very, very fun. And this is a super fun pattern. This is by Pixie. And this is Sunshine and Sweet Tea. I have not made it a whole lot further. The fabric is called Wisteria, and it's by Mystic Fabrics, and it's showing up a lot more blue. But those colors are fabulous. This is it's Cosmo Floss. It's my first time working with Cosmo. I'm really enjoying it. The colors are nice and bright. I got to finish out the armadillo, finish out these blue stripes because it kind of almost looks like a little bit like a flag right now. It's kind of funny. Just in the wrong colors, of course. But now he's going to have the blue, the darker teal coming down. And then I've got a glass of tea here, and it says Sunshine and Sweet Tea and has a big sunshine. So we'll be getting that one, working on it some more. I started this with Anna at Stitching Texas, and she flew through it, is already done, has it framed, everything. Freaking overachiever. Anyway, I'll have it done one day. One day. Another Tandy bag. Super cute. I love those. Those are so awesome. Okay, and this one is... okay. Y'all, I have not really done a whole lot more. And I don't know if I showed this to you last time. I don't think I've done a whole lot more work on it. I still have to rip out a freaking flower. I have to rip out this white flower. Honestly, I don't think I've done any more work on it. I think since I last showed it to you. I don't remember if I have or not. Maybe, maybe not. But this white flower has got to come out because I didn't count and I'm off on it. And it's frustrating. Sorry, the evil S girl on my Apple phone was perking up. And I didn't want her to start talking. So, yeah. Anyway. So, honestly, I think I had it on my list, but I don't remember what days I worked on it. I may or may not have showed it. I may have done it on Instagram and did it there and, I forget because I try to post almost every day. Sorry, I got like a hair in my face. Okay, there we go. Much better, I think. Another Tandy bag. This one's at Alice in Wonderland. My girl knows me quite well. This is one of my focus pieces for this month for WIPGO. Chantel picked it out for me. My WIPGO, I have my friends that I have picked to do they pick the project and they pick a personal project for me. My personal project for this one was to do, to describe my friends that are nearest and dearest to me. And so I did, and it was more difficult than I thought it would, but it was really pretty cool. But this is One Nation. It's by Bygone Stitches. I'm doing this on 32 count sandbar, and I got some. I was on Zoom. I would have had further along on this, except I wasn't paying attention what line I was on, and I started doing this red line again down here. I was so mad, so I had to rip it. I was like in there. I had MA. And then I realized that I was on the wrong line, and so I had to rip all of that out and then start it back over. So it's fine. It's fine. It'll get there. But I still have, of course, more red and white lines to do. This is going to be a little bit more of a focus piece coming up in the next several months, because I am using this as for the prompt, basically anything patriotic. There's like Air Force birthday and Coast Guard birthday and Navy birthday and Marine Corps birthday and, Patriot Day and that, all kinds of days like that. Those are the days that I work on One Nation, and I have it on my planner to work on those. I haven't really worked on this. This is one of my New Year's Eve starts. I haven't worked on this a whole lot because I don't know why. I think I got kind of sick of the border, and I need to, I still had to play with some of the colors on it. This is Alice's Lament, so I did get the border to match up. I am half a stitch off. I don't care. I was half a stitch off coming up here. It's close enough. I don't care. I'm not going to go back and try to figure this out. It is a really awesome border. It's really cool. I really do like it, but I was just getting to the point where I was really sick of working on it. So, yeah. So, it's getting there. I do want to start working on the little motifs now that I have the border done. I think part of it is I've got so many different projects, and then I've been on a time crunch with some of them. And I'm about to put myself in more of a time crunch because I'm going to be doing some model stitching. It's all good. It's all good. But hey, this is model stitching that I can actually show you. I can show you progress. Okay, and I think, oh no, I've got two more. So this is a really cute bag from the Elegant Thread. I've had this for a few years. I got to meet her at Stitching Texas, and I fell in love with this bag. And it has a small little bag too. It's got Velcro, a nice big wooden button. Super cute. And I actually worked on this one some last night. I did not make it too terribly far because, life. I got watching my show and I just kind of got distracted. But this is an Alice in Wonderland. It's from Satsuma Street. It's the Alice in Wonderland. It's the one that's a big diamond shape. So I was working on her dress in the center. And I am loving the colors on here. And this is a really pretty blue, but it's got some purple undertones. It's another one from Under the Sea, or not Under the Sea, from Mystic Fabrics. And it's super, super pretty. It's from several years, well, not several years. I'd say about four or 5 years ago, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, that was one of my New Year's Eve starts, along with Alice's Lament, which I haven't really been touching a lot of my New Year's Eve starts. I've been bouncing all over the place. It's like I'll kind of get in a jam of what I'm working on, and then I don't want to step away. And then my last one was one that I was starting for my What the Flock Friday, because I went like 2 whole weeks with no What the Flock Friday. I don't know what happened. It just worked that way. This is Spooky Summer, and it's got 2 of the flamingos that are the flamingo skeletons, and then it's got like pineapples and watermelons and stuff down here. It's super cute from Witchy Stitcher. And the fabric is Uranus from Under the Sea Fabrics. Uranus, however you want to call it. It's really pretty. This is the same fabric that I'm doing my Firefly sampler on. And it was really, I don't know, I just loved it. It seemed kind of spooky with the blue and the gray, but it's also perfect for the space style too. So, it is what it is. So those are all of the cross stitch projects that I have worked on in the last couple of weeks. That's actually not too bad. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of them. I did, however, I have still been working on, so this is where the yarn part comes in. Which I don't do a whole lot of yarn, but I do some. I'm still working on this stinking baby blanket. I haven't made it too much further. Oop, I got stuff falling out all over the place. So this is about how tall it is so far. I mean, this is about how wide it's going to be. I kind of like doing a little bit larger baby blankets. I've still got a lot to go. The baby's due mid-May. Will I have it done in time? Maybe, maybe not. We shall see. I can't take it to work and work on it because it would be the perfect thing to work on at lunch. But I work with her and she's still in the office, so can't do that. Darn it. Anyway, it's all good. Now I did have some goodies. So, and I forgot to share them with you guys before. That I had gotten from my friend Debbie when we went to Stitching Texas. She brought me this wonderful big old bucket. Okay, y'all. This is, I mean, there are some pieces of fabric that are like in here, but look at this, all this she brought me. Is this not wonderful? It's Monaco, it's linen. I think there's some Jobelin. There's all kinds of stuff in there. So I'm excited about it. Yay. She also gave me a bunch of patterns, which Tani and I are going to be kind of sharing some of these. Some of these are Halloween-y. Some of them they're already kitted up, or even maybe have already been started a little bit. So I thought that was kind of cool. Some more Halloweenies. Thought that was really cute. Oh, and it, like I said, it's got, well, you can't tell. It's got the fabric in there, and it's got the flosses. And there's some heart and hands and sunflower seed. It's got a cute little sleigh bells. There's even some, I thought these were really cute. These have it says Irish, and it's a mini block, and it's got a lot of the charms and stuff. Bent Creek. I thought it was kind of cute. So there's a lot of these different ones, and she also, because she knows me, let's see what else. We have all kinds of stuff. Oh, I thought this was super cute. Tani and I are probably going to fight over this one. It was cute. But there's a lot of really cute stuff in here. Most of it is kind of Halloween-y. Moon and Spider, Apple Cider. I think that's really cute, and I think I have the right fabric for it. Prairie Schooler. Oh, I love this. She gave me several Prairie Moons. Look at that. That moth is gorgeous. So there's a bunch of stuff in there. And then, this is so freaking cute. Too Sexy for My Fur. Oh, and I've never heard of these guys, Stitches and Stones, but I thought it was cute. This one, not so much. I have a couple of friends that I know this would be totally down for this. Oh, I love this one. And this one is kitted up, and it even has this cute spider. So it's got all the stuff for it, and it's super cute. Let's see. There is, like I said, the Prairie Moons. I love these guys. These are so awesome. Three Amigas. Lash Stitch Cemetery, and I think, yeah, this has got the charms with it. I love that. That one's a lot of fun. Let's see. Creepy Cocktails. I thought those were fun. Oh, and I love this one. This is from Sarah Germani, I think. Is that not fun? I love how they finished it with the fabric, or probably with ribbons. So there's a lot of different stuff that she's given me. Several Prairie Moons. You guys know the Prairie Moons. I mean, this is the rabbit version of Wizard of Oz. I thought this was so cute. Last Tango Dance Contest. Merry Xmas. So those are super cute. This little guy, it's even partially started with some really cute floss, and it's got all the charms. So she really hooked a sister up. Oh, this one was super cute too. I love this. I think that's a lot of fun. So, all kinds of goodies there. And then, like I said, of course, the fabric. I got all kinds of fabric. I did just get, when I went to Stitchy Group, I've been having a hard time with my, I like stitching my Mill Hill stuff. But it gets kind of weird when you're going back and forth from like fabric and over to, and then you go to working on the perforated paper. And I've gotten to where I'm more of a stitch in hand kind of girl, so I'm doing the sewing method. Can't do that, of course, with perforated paper. But one of the girls, she had the wood frame. I know you guys have already seen this before. I didn't have any just regular tacks, but I did have some upholstery, whatever those are called, tacks. They're the kind of the fancy ones. I bought them for a project that it didn't end up happening. But and I always do that. I always put the arrow so I remember which direction is up on the back. But I'm really liking this because, and I did it to where I'm in the well because it is pretty close to the edge. And when you do it where it's in the well, which is how I usually stitch with my my hoops and stuff when I use those, or a Q-snap, is I stitch in the well because it makes it easier because it's flat on the back for you to be able to finish off your stitches when you're ending stuff. So I don't know, I just prefer that. So we'll see how well it works. I did a few stitches on it and I did enjoy it. Got them on Amazon. You did have to buy two of them, two of the same size. And I think these are 7.5 inch, I think. I don't remember, I have to look, but, and they fit perfectly for the Halloween fun. And I think that's supposed to be a 5-inch pattern. So yay. I thought that was awesome. And then let's see, I am going to be doing some, so Tammy and I had talked back and forth. She got the gingerbread house for Jingle Ball and did the class and everything, but she was having a hard time stitching on it. And she was psyching herself out. And I told her, I said, hey, if you just want it finished, if you don't want to have to worry about stitching it, you just want it finished stitching, bring it to me. So at Stitching Texas, she brought it to me. So I am going to be working this into my rotation to start working on this. She has started some of it. I just need to finish it. And of course, she's got these super cute coordinating floss drops because that's just Tammy. So other than that, okay, I got to show you guys. Oh, Tanya hooked me up because she always does. She always does. Hold one second. Tea. Lemon ginger tea. And it's not perfect. Yeah. Yeah, yes. So Tanya hooked me up because, you know, I love my Frida, and she knew I loved this fabric. I have a bigger version of this bag, and now I have 2 other bags of this Frida fabric. Is it not just gorgeous? So gorgeous. And with July being my Frida month, because she was born in the month of July and died in the month of July, I've got several Frida patterns that I'm going to be starting. I will start putting some information. I'm trying to decide. I have several. So I'm trying to decide which ones. I think I'm going to be starting 5 new Frida patterns. I think that's what I've decided. I think there's 5 weeks in July. Isn't it? 5 weeks in July? Let me look. Yes, almost. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, almost 5 full weeks in July. So I think I'm going to be starting one. Actually, it's going to be 4 that I'm starting. I think. Maybe 4 or 5. I don't know. Maybe 4. Probably should only do 4. But yeah, so I'm going to be using these Frida bags because they're glorious. But nothing could compare to this gloriousness. So she has taken, these are all fabrics that, you know, you get little cutoffs, and you see that you got the catacorn in a couple of places. Everybody's seen this. I love this. This is part of like one of my other bags. This is some of my Alice in Wonderland. You got the strawberries. Is this not gorgeous? And every time I look at it, I find something new. Okay, and so she said she got lazy on the handle. Oh, okay, and look, a sparkly, silver sparkly zipper and the rainbow zipper. And the inside, of course, is a light pink. But look at what she did. This is like webbing. It's kind of like that, almost like that seatbelt kind of material. Is that not gorgeous? I mean, the colors. Oh, it is so awesome. And, you know, it's nice to have these. Because when you, especially if you have multiples or you want to take it with you, you can just put your stuff in there and take it with you. And I love having the handle. And it's so good. And the zipper is amazing. But isn't that not gorgeous? Oh. I get so spoiled. And it's got this cute hot pink bottom on it. So the way she did it, because we were trying to figure out, she actually did like this whole piece, this whole side, and then she did half, and then she did the same thing on the other side. And then when she sewed them up the middle right there. And I just thought that was so cool. She always does such a good job. But every time I look at it, I see something different. There's the Cheshire Cat. The catacorns. I mean, there's some spooky fabric in here. There's Alice in Wonderland fabric. There's teacups and just all kinds of stuff. There's moths. There's some tiki fabric that was part of our friend Velma's bag. She had some left over. She says, now I have a little bit of Velma to take with me. We got llamas. We got unicorns. We got all kinds of stuff, and it is just so freaking cute. Am I not just, I'm so spoiled. It is wonderful. I love being spoiled. So, other than that, I am going to, like I said earlier, I am going to be doing some model stitching for Jody of Hex Stitchcraft. She let me pick she was looking for people to help her with stitching some of her stuff. So we have the Patchwork Dragonfly. So I'm going to be working on this guy. And then we also have the Pink Dragonfly. Yes, because those are totally my colors. Yes, both of them. So I'm going to be working on those. I'm going to try to get those knocked out by the end of the month. We'll see. but I can share, the progress that I make on it. So I'm excited about that. I can share that on socials because sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's going to be a release and people don't want to necessarily, the designers they want it to be a surprise. And I get it. But I asked her, I'm like, hey, can I show this on my socials? She's like, yes, please. So you guys check out some of her stuff. She's got some really cool stuff. And I am loving these moths and butterflies. Insects. It's a thing this year. It is so totally a thing. Other than that, there's not really a whole lot else going on. Let's see. I'm doing FlossTube today. We've got May coming up. So next weekend is going to be the spring mingle for Lindy Stitches. And it's going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's $10. And go to Lindy Stitches page and you can get on there. I think there's going to be a class. I can't remember who's doing the class this time. You just check out Lindy Stitches and her virtual events. She's the same lady that does Jingle Ball, but she's been doing some other events throughout the year. That's going to be the same day as my EGA meeting. So I'll be, once we get back from that Saturday morning, I'll probably be hopping on. And other than that, I am still doing my Fruit of Plenty and Matter in Hand as like the first week of each month, starting with the first. And those, my birthday sal and Tammy's birthday sal. So I'm going to keep on working on those. I haven't really done a whole lot with my Fruit of Plenty since the beginning of the month. I've been kind of floating around. I've been kind of lax on my stitching. I haven't been stitching quite as much. I've just been getting easily distracted. I've been having squirrel moments big time. And other than that, I have like just my regular type of stuff. Now, Memorial Day, I will be working on One Nation. I thought about doing something for Cinco de Mayo. I haven't decided. I don't know. Something about the 5-5. I don't know. Maybe. Mother's Day, I'm going to be starting self-love. I am going to go to my mom's for Mother's Day, so I get to hang out with her, which will be fun. And I'll be at least starting that weekend. Probably not on Mother's Day itself, but like that weekend sometime. Other than that, it's just my regular stuff. My What the Flock Friday. I really have not been keeping up with it. I missed a couple of weeks because I just got working on other projects or kind of forgot. I have now set myself in a reminder because, y'all, yeah. Anyway, and then in June we got coming up, I'm going to be working on, well, it's the Army birthday in June, and I'll be working on One Nation, and then I have Stitching Sirens Retreat. It's down in San Antonio. It's put on by Under the Sea Fabrics. I'm super excited about that. It's going to be so much fun. Taney and I are going to be heading down, and several of my local people will be going down there as well. So we'll get to hang out with them. And other than that, I really haven't been watching a whole lot of FlossTube, although I do want to shout out, whatever. Katie, Jeremiah's mom, she hit 500 subscribers. Go you. I am so proud of you, Katie. And I just love seeing Jeremiah on her videos and stuff. There is so much love and fun with their family. It's just awesome to see that. And I just love seeing what she's been working on. And then also Tammy, Leopard and Lace Co. XOXO. She just hit 1,000 subscribers. I am so excited for her. It's very exciting. I know that's a tough number to hit. It's kind of one of those things that it's you hit those unicorns. You hit you hit that 100 subscribers, and it's like awesome. And then you hit 500, and then you get like 750, and then you get 1,000, and then I know there's some of these people that have several thousand. And I think that is freaking amazing. And I think it's awesome. But it is so exciting, especially when you can celebrate your friends and their wins. It's exciting to do. And I am so excited for both of them that they have hit these milestones. And I can't wait to see what's to come. So other than that, I think I'm just about there to close it up. I do, of course, have some poetry. I am just blown away that you guys have loved this poetry so much. I'm going to have to find some more poetry books. I don't want you guys to get sick of just these. These are some of my favorites, though. So it's one of those things. So I'm going to do The Last Flower Standing, Midat Raman. It doesn't have a name, but Depression is a party guest who outstayed his welcome. He introduced himself to my family and friends, sang a little karaoke, and even ate some cake. But when the music died down and all the guests headed out, Depression made himself uncomfortable on my couch. When morning came, I begged him to leave. I even threatened to call the police. Depression laughed as he unpacked his bags, and then I just had to say so. I left my home and find an escape, but now he seems to live in my head. Depression is the guest who never left. True. So true. Okay, and my other one is Milk and Honey, Ruby Kaur. One of my absolute favorites. Because, I mean, there is stuff for everything. There is struggle. There is depression. There is renewing. It's just everything. And I love it. And this is from Milk and Honey. She's got 3 books. And I have all 3 that I go back to them repeatedly. Repeatedly. So, stay strong through your pain. Grow flowers from it. You have helped me grow flowers out of mine. So bloom beautifully, dangerously, loudly. Bloom softly, however you need. Just bloom. So just do it. Just bloom, damn it. Bloom! Says the plant killer. Yeah, I'm a convicted plant killer. I am not allowed to have plants. But I hope that those have resonated with you. They both really kind of kicked me in my butt this time. But I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your week. That it just goes well. For those that are counting, happy month end. Yeah, that would be me. Anyway, just have a wonderful week ahead. And, if you are fighting with depression, and it is a fight, it is a true on fight. If you're fighting it and are frustrated, reach out to me. Let's talk about it. If I can't make you laugh or cut up or at least shake your head a little bit and be like, what in the hell? Then I'm not doing my job. That's something that laughter is my love language. I love to make people laugh. And even if I have to make myself the butt of the joke, I am fine with that. I love to laugh and I love to see those around me laugh. But if you are ever having troubles and you just need to vent, I'll ask you, do you need me to fix it or do you need to vent? Either way, let's do it. Hop on a Zoom call. We can message back and forth through Instagram or whatever. But just let me know. Reach out. Don't ever think that you are not heard and that there's not somebody for you to talk to, because there's always somebody for you to talk to. Even if it's a stranger. Sometimes a stranger, and I'm pretty damn strange, sometimes a stranger can have a different perspective on things because they're not there. They're not upfront with it. And I'm happy to be that strange person for you. So reach out. I can't say I'm going to fix it, but maybe just talking about it sometimes helps. I know that it works for me. And I'm lucky that I have a hell of a support system that I'm able to do that with. And anyway, just keep stitching and do what makes your heart happy. And I can't wait to see you guys back in a couple of weeks. And we'll do this all over again. And hopefully I'll have some new stuff to show you and some progress. And hopefully I can get my Stitchy bug a little bit more back, just where I'm really wanting to focus on it more. It kind of ebbs and flows. It's just, it is what it is. But I am still stitching. So have a wonderful day and a wonderful evening. And I love you guys.